Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. So, today I wanted to talk about some things that I picked up on with some missing young ladies. It's like a two, 2 decade-year-old plus case. So, on July 6, 2001, um, 10-year-old Tionda Bradley and 3-year-old Diamond Bradley went missing. It's a lot of different facts, details, things like that that surround this. I should try to see if I could find something that would kind of fill you in. I should have tried to do that before I went live. But um, yeah, I'm going to see that while I'm on live anyway. So let me try to get to these comments just to make sure that that's all right. Everything's good with that. Let me see. I don't want to make my thing full. I'm gonna try to see. So let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find. Uh, hopefully this is good reception. I'll try to put it propped up so it won't be a problem. Let me see if I can find something on them on my phone. If it would be easier, if I can find something that orally says what happened. I might just read a little short synopsis. If this doesn't have anything that really fills you in on what happened, but I wanted to fill you in. Let me see if I can find something with hopefully it has something that I could play so you can hear it yourself. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm not even gonna do all that. So, family holds out hope for sisters Tionda and Diamond Bradley 20 years after they vanished. This might have been in 2021. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, this was in 2021, but more developments had happened in 2023. So in 2023, recently, I think it was like August of 2023, a woman turned up and said she was Diamond Bradley, which was the youngest child. She was 3, and she would have been 25 at the time when she showed up. So it so the family has been through this many times before, and for some reason, I'm about to ask them, "How you doing, whoever that is in the chat? Welcome." But anyway, so the family has been through this many times before, but I'm about to ask my divine rights, has it only been Diamond? Because the last 2 or 3 times that the family was talking about it, they only keep saying Diamond. And what is crazy is a lot of these situations have happened in Texas. I believe that it actually is rooted from. So when I would say about 2 years ago, probably in 2021, it probably was 2 years ago. I used to watch this girl named Sin City. Now I think Sin City had actually checked out my channel or something to see what I do because I never told her what I do. I don't think I told her what I do. But anyway, so she hit me up and was like, "Oh, it's about some missing kids or whatever." Da 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 da. Tune in today. She wanted me to call her, but I don't know. I just don't mess with these YouTube people like that close. So what I did, she emailed me. I don't even know how she got my email. She must have left in the comments or something. So anyway, I gave her my email, and or maybe she's seen it on my channel. I don't know, but I just remember she emailed me, so I emailed her back and I told her what I got from it because the crazy thing is when she put this in like this bug in my ear, it's almost like the Most High Divine God or them, Diamond and Tionda. I don't know who it was, but they showed me something. I'm gonna get to that later on in this. But first, let me just read and kind of um, say what happened, the things that happened. So just to give a little short synopsis. So when Tracy Bradley returned home from work on the morning of July 6, 2001, instead of being greeted by her 2 young daughters, Tionda and Diamond, she said she was met with silence. On the back of the couch inside the apartment of the Chicago South Side, there was a note, allegedly. Let me put this out more. So allegedly written by Tracy's 10-year-old daughter, Tionda. The note claimed she and Diamond, her 3-year-old sister, had gone to the store and to the school playground nearby. Oh, I didn't know that was said in this. Okay. So I thought that was a story that was changed right there, but no, that was consistent. So they said that they was going to the store and to a school playground nearby, but there was something off about the note. It wasn't nothing off. Let me just chill and just read this. There was something off about the note. Family members told Dateline the spelling and grammar seemed too perfect and advanced for a girl Tiana's age. They added it was not. It was also not like Tiana to leave a note. Instead, she would just have called her mother. The sisters were gone. It's been 20 years since Chicago launched what investigators say may be the city's largest missing persons investigation and longest continuous search conducted nationwide. So I don't know if I said something about it happening in Chicago. Yeah, I did say that. Chicago South Side. Which is crazy because did I ever mention that about the remember that little thing I had? Something about hood stuff, like hood tales, hood dreams or something? Did I ever mention that? No. Okay. Now mind it, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I done had dreams about Chicago South Side, but I don't think it's related to um Tionda and Diamond. But it was around that time. I will say that. It was somewhere around that time. Now, so I'm just that's like a little short synopsis of what happened. Now, it was more details in this. I don't feel like reading all of that. I'm just going to tell you what I got from the stories that I have seen and what I investigated. So I'm going to tell you what I feel is true and not true. So if I come across anything and I say, oh, this seems odd or something like that, then I'm gonna go into detail why I don't believe it or I do believe it or whatever. So actually, I had came up with it. I don't know where it's at, but I've written down a lot of information that had to do with Tionda and Diamond, and this was about 2 years ago. Because, like I said, this girl named Sin City had a show with this lady that she called Mama Red, which is an alleged psychic, or I don't know what she called herself, but alleged. I don't know what she says. So I'm not trying to throw shade at whether she can see into people and see into situations and things, but I know I can. And we came up with totally different things. So, but I just said what I had got that would seem like it came straight from the Most High Divine God. Like it was like a situation where I was falling asleep. And that is when you are the most susceptible to um, being in contact with the Most High Divine, your ancestors, and God. Okay. So when you are in that twilight phase or changing over from deep sleep to the twilight phase or going into from the twilight phase into deep sleep, right around that area, the twilight is the most likely place that you will retain the information and you will be able to receive any messages that's coming into you without you being freaked out or feeling that it's weird or whatever. So that's just for food for thought for whoever is interested in how to actually access their, or that's food for thought for the ancestors that want to contact their people. Okay, so they are listening. So anyway, so let's get into what I so yeah. So what does that say? They should be grown now, right? So right now they should be um what is it now? So it's 21. They said it should be all right, yeah, they said Diamond should be 25, but that was in August. So and her birthday is in November. So let me see. let me just do the math in my head. 2001, right? So this is 2023. That would be 22 years later. So yes, Diamond still should be 25. Tionda should be what did I say it was? 22 years later. So Tionda should be 32 or 30, going on 33. Her birthday is in January. I do not remember what it said. Oh wow. But it said her birthday was in January. It might have said January the 20th. Did it say that? No. It said January. So her birthday is in January. That's how as far as I'm gonna go with it. So anyway, so she might be 33 now. Now, excuse my voice. My throat is a little bothered because it's kind of cold where I'm at. So anyway, it's bothering my throat. Anyway, so I have also about from 2 years old. Wait a minute, that's some note I wrote to myself because I knew I had info, like I was telling y'all before, from the Girls and Cities show. So, well, from what I picked up from the show and what I actually got from the ancestors and or God, you know. So anyway, now let me just say all the things that I came up with from re-looking at this and seeing what I got again. So number one, Tionda really did leave a note for her mom that her and Diamond are going to the park. Tionda was a very smart girl. Matter of fact, whatever her birthday is, she was an Aquarius. That's all I do remember. I don't know if it was 120, but wherever it fell at, it made her Aquarius. So it could have been after 120, but yeah, let me get some water because my throat is real scratchy. But um all I know is that it equaled her being Aquarius. So yeah, Tiana really wrote that note, and she really is that smart and proficient. Okay. Now, my first thought is that the mom always left the girls home by themselves. See, now I'm gonna take into account that it's summertime, so you might not have no babysitter. But let me tell you another note. The grandma lived in the same building, so why didn't she? We're gonna get into that in a minute because I wrote down that too. Anything I had a problem with or it stood out to me, I felt like why didn't she leave? Two of the girls were supposedly left with the grandma. I'm not sure that's true, but it could have been, but I'm not sure that's true. Is that true, God? That the two girls were left with the grandma? No, it's not true. So then the other two girls would have been left home. That makes absolutely no sense to me. So anyway, my first thought is that the mom always left these girls home by themselves. Um, Tionda is too young to be mothering herself and her baby sister. She's only 10, and I feel like that put her in an impossible situation because the mom was telling what happened and she was saying that she told them, do not let anyone in, don't open the door for nobody. But drove um her dude drove her to work that morning around 7ish or somewhere around that time. Now I was told that he has a key. So he could come and go as he pleased in and out of there, which I don't even like that. He didn't come right back. So he wasn't interested in watching the girls. But I don't trust that. Like, I don't know. If it's not their father, I don't trust no man around my babies, especially not my girls. So anyway, all right. So secondly, I also feel that the mother Tracy, I ain't going to touch that. I was about to say the wrong stuff. I ain't going to say that. But I feel like something is not being told that's the truth when it comes to why all four of these girls was not together. I feel like something's being withheld and it don't sit right with me. Now, because the article says, oh, I was saying why I had thought something, but I held that back because I don't want to put no, and everything I say in here is allegedly, just to be sure. Nothing I say is proven fact. This is all speculation and alleged. Okay, so uh, this is just the stuff I came up with. All right, where was I? All right. So she says she has two other daughters. One was 12 and one was 9 years old. And she said they stayed with their grandma the night before, but why would they not let the other two babies stay with the grandma too? But what I just asked the Diviners, was that true? They said no, that's not true. So something about what the mother said is not right or accurate about her letting two of them stay with the grandma, or something is not right. Something's not adding up in that story right there. So that's what I asked, and they said no, it's not accurate. So something's not right about that story. Now, thirdly, I think that the George Washington person that she messed with, the one that took her to work, I think he a child predator. I don't know why I think that. I was asking a bunch of questions around it. He never did nothing to them kids yet, but she was trusting him too much around her children alone. And I got information that made me feel like Tionda ain't trust him around them alone. And that's why she went out and went to the park or went to the playground, because she didn't want to be alone with that fool. When he came home like 3 hours later than when he dropped their mom off. So that was around 10 a.m. And when he came home, she got her and her little sister out of there immediately. As soon as she came in, she was out of there. I might end up saying that again because I got that written down somewhere, but I just wanted to say that. So I feel like he's a child predator. I don't think that he had did anything to the children yet, but he was not to be trusted, and she was too trusting with leaving her children alone with this fool. So anyway, he came back to the house around 10. I said that. So that's why. Oh, I already said that. I said that. Okay, okay. So now, I believe that their apartment was first floor rear. I don't know, but that's what I believe. They keep telling me something like that, like it was first floor rear or something like that, because they had access to the backyard, and they told me that nobody else had. Did anybody else have access to the backyard? No. They keep saying that, like nobody else had access to the backyard, and that's why when the mom came in and she was telling her account of the story, she was saying that the back door was left open. Now, she was saying that the back door was left open. Wait a minute. Where am I at? Okay. So she was saying that the back door was left open, which made her alarmed. But I'm hearing from one of the girls that they left the back door open because it was hot, and they was just chilling and playing in the backyard or whatever. Or was y'all playing? Was they playing in the backyard? Yeah, they was. So they the ones who left the back door open. It had nothing to do with their disappearance. This is what I'm getting. So, what else do I have? First floor rear, like mine used to be. So yeah, I used to live in an apartment first floor rear. That's what made me ask it. And they keep saying that that's accurate. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what they keep saying. I don't know if it's accurate. So, okay. Now, the park was about a block and a half away from their building. That's what I got. Now, the family could identify if it's true or not, because I went prying and digging. So I got that what I just said. The park was about a block and a half away from the building. Now, this lady, now the kids had went to the park and they were chilling at the park for like 3 hours because they did not want to be alone with their fool, and they didn't know if he was there or not. So they went out. So now this lady, who I believe was obsessed and off, I gotta watch what I say, but off. She was watching these girls for like an hour before she came over to these girls. Now, in my opinion, oh, I already said that. In my opinion, she was off. So the lady came up to the bench where the girls were, or wherever these girls were sitting at. Okay. Then she lied to the girls and said, this is what I'm getting, that she lied to the girls and said that their mom said that she was sent there to pick them up. So, that's like a child predators type of line, go to line. But because it was a woman, it really made it disarming for the children. They believed that. But like I said in the beginning, these 10-year-olds were not supposed to be, the 10-year-old was not supposed to be made to fend for herself and mother herself and her 3-year-old little sister. Something is wrong with that picture, and she should have never been put in that predicament. And I still feel like she beat herself up over that but no, it's impossible. A 10-year-old should not be made to make motherly decisions. She's only 10. Her brain is not even developed, not even finished, not even developed at all. Okay. So, anyway, she was a smart girl, but when it comes to decision making and certain types of critical thinking, kids just don't have that or the ability to make what they consider to be wise decisions. Kids don't know things like that. Like, they gotta think on their feet and just roll with the punches. They're not their brains are not developed where they can actually do that. So anyway, um the girls have been at the park for about 3 hours. Oh, I said that when a lady accosted them. She came up to them talking that trash about their mom sent her to pick them up. So this lady, right? I asked where this lady lived. This lady lived about 4 blocks away from the park. Now, remember, I told you the park was about a block and a half away from them. Now, remember this math. It's kind of like a science to tell you something about where this lady lives. So the lady lives 4 blocks away from the park and about 3 blocks away from the girls. So if you hear that, and then if I had a seeing, like a way to see I'm gonna try to look that up on MapQuest. But if I had a way to see and look that up on MapQuest, because I had the name of the park, but I done forgot. I don't watch so much stuff. I just forgot. I forgot to write it down. But anyway, um, so yeah, the lady lives 3 blocks away from the girl. So with all of that math, I would be able to pinpoint around where this lady lives because of the math and science of that. This lady still lives there now. So, um, where was I at? Oh, all right. It took about 2 hours, right? So once she told them the mom sent them to pick them up, they did not think that they was going home. They thought that the mom sent them to pick. The lady said the mom sent her to pick them up, so they thought, she gonna pick them up and watch them until the mom come home or whatever. So in about 2 hours, maybe earlier, Tiana started feeling something ain't right about this scenario. So she just started asking, when are they going home? So the lady, the lady said at about 6 p.m. So Tionda, something about her was feeling uneasy and nervous about this. So the sign that Tionda is, which is Aquarius, they have a keen discernment and a keen, like, spiritual gift where I don't know, they just have instincts and intuition, strong intuition about things. And something was telling her that I think this is not right. Like, the situation is not right. So Tiana just tried to act normal and say, can she use the phone? She has to use the phone at this lady's house, right? And the lady lives alone. But anyway, at this lady's house. And the lady was like, no. Like, she got hyped, like, which scared Tiana because now at this point, she feel like it's really a problem. Like now she know they really might be in some deep stuff, in some real trouble. So the woman lived alone. There's nobody there to check on her and see that she had these girls. Also, when the mom came home and seen everything like the back door open, she was worried. She came home from work, and this probably was like, what time did the mom get home from work? Got one, two, three, four, five, six. So the mom get home from work at 6 o'clock. So when the mom came home at 6 o'clock, she see all this. She was going to call the police. She was calling her family and saying, like asking her mom, because the mom lived in the same building as um uh Tracy. The mom lived in the same building as the girls. So she was asking everybody, just calling around. I don't know. She just panicked and she started calling around to her family. And her sister Marie said, don't call the police first, because if they hear about this, they're gonna take the other two girls, because she left them two girls alone by themselves. So this is what her sister told her. But what is crazy about that fact, I feel like these babies was alive in that moment. These babies was alive in this moment. Why did she not call the police? Like, I look, at this point, it's either do you worry about your children's life? See, when it comes to missing cases or crime cases, the first, really the first couple of hours, which technically was around the time that she would have got home from work. It was a few hours, and I believe they were still alive when she got home from work. So if she put out an Amber Alert, everybody would have went crazy looking for these girls. It would have been a high chance that these babies would have been found. But because she was scared of getting her other two kids taken away from her, this complicated the situation and further lessened the girls' chances of survival, if you ask me. They put the girls in danger because they was worried about self-preservation. So anyway, I don't know if they look at it like that, but that's how I look at it. So, and I felt like the girls was put in danger for being home by themselves. And when they wasn't by themselves, being home with a man who is nothing to them. This is the mom's man, but not their father. I will never trust a man with my children, period. Especially no girls. So, anything else I'm forgetting about this? So let me just add on. So about 2 years ago, this girl named Sin City had tried to do something about this case. She had got this lady named Me Red. That's her name, Me Red. She calls her mama Red, Me Red, right? She is connected to other people that claim to be gifted on this YouTube thing. But everybody ain't what they sell you to be. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. You believe or don't believe, I don't really care. I'm just saying that when we was on this live, we was comparing facts and all this, like learning facts. Now, the girl Sin City had emailed me. I don't know how she got my email, but she had emailed me and said that um she actually wanted me to call her. I was not gonna call her because I don't mess with these YouTube people like that. Like, I only gave one YouTube person my phone number. That's it. So anyway, she wanted me to call her, but I wasn't gonna do that because that means she would have my phone number. No, I'm good. So I just emailed her back what I got when I got around to, like when I did actually get something through my spiritual gifts. Now, what happened to me is I was falling asleep. So I must have been up. I don't know if it was like summertime when they was doing this case or whatever, but I was falling asleep like in that twilight phase, what I was telling y'all, which is the most important time where y'all can receive messages across the veil of what we would call the afterlife or other dimensions and here. So anyway, so I was falling asleep and I thought I was about to be in my deep sleep, but all of a sudden in my sleep, I don't know if I was dreaming or not. It was like a blue flash flashed across my whatever, I don't know, vision because my eyes was closed, but it was like I was seeing this straight up. So when that happened, it woke me up out my sleep like, oh shit. Like I thought it was lightning. Actually, I thought it was lightning outside. But when I looked outside, it wasn't no lightning. So this was something that happened inside of me to tell me something, almost like a vision, but I was asleep. So I guess it would be a dream. So anyway, but it wasn't exactly a dream. I was falling asleep. So it woke me out of my sleep. I'm like, what is that? What will be blue? Do that. So I started asking my diviner rods, does this have anything to do with these babies? Because the girl asked me about this before I fell asleep. So so I was asking, do it have anything to do with these babies? They were saying yes. And I'm like, well, how could something like that happen? Did they get caught in some type of lightning or whatever? I'm asking all this stuff. And they like, no. So I was just asking all these different questions. But then I had remembered that a while back when I something had happened where it was like a situation where it was a hit down the street from me on the other block from me. It was a straight up hit, like the stuff you see in the movies. So this man was waiting at the corner, right? In this black car, waiting at the corner. This man been waiting there since daytime, but nobody paid attention. He was waiting there so long that nobody paid attention to this man doing this, right? So the man waited there since daylight. He waited for hours until these two people came out of this house. By this time, it was nighttime, and he lit them up and drove off into the night. It's like something you see in a movie. So when I got home, my peoples was like, yo, it was a whole hit. And then they started telling me, and then one of the people started telling me, like, it was a blue flash. That's all I seen was blue flashes from him hitting. Now, that something made me remember that. So then I asked my diviner rods, could that have been gunfire? Is that what you're telling me? And they say yes. So I'm so sorry to say that I believe, like I said before in the beginning of this, everything I say is allegedly, nothing is proven fact. But from what I dreamt, I believe that God or the ancestors was trying to tell me that these babies was subjected to they were open fired on. So uh, so which is so sad. These are babies, like, and I think I want what I do want to know is, did that woman do it? And they said the woman did it. They saying that the woman did it because um she wasn't going to be able to convince these girls. Oh, let me tell you that about the woman. So the woman was like one of these obsessed people that always wanted kids, never had kids. And she was watching and stalking these babies for like an hour before she came over to them, trying to see if they was alone. She even came up to them sneakily, trying to see if they was alone, to see if somebody else would come out of the woodworks like, oh, what are you doing with my niece like that? But anyway, once she seen that they really was alone, that's when she tried her bull crap talking about her mom sent her to come. The mom sent them to come get it. So anyway, this lady comes off to me as an obsessed person that wanted kids, and one of those people would do anything to get it. Now, when she took these kids, she did not think this out. It was like a sporadic, crazy thing that she did. And I don't know why she would have thought that these babies would not want their mother. She, in her twisted mind, thought that she could live happily ever after with these two babies, but these babies got a mama. These babies know their mama, and they gonna want their mama. So that's what happened. That's what I got when it comes to these babies. Take it as you may. If anybody got any questions, you can put it in the chat. You can hop on the stream. You can hit the link, whatever. But I'm gonna wait for a little second to see if anybody hit the link. But if nobody hits the link, then I will be signing off. So, is there anything I'm forgetting, y'all? No. Okay. So yeah, and at that point when I said that um Tionda knew when the lady said no, the way she said it at her, she knew at that point she was in trouble. After that, Tionda did this motion to say that she don't want to go no further. And I respect that. And I left it alone. But I just remembered that 2 years ago I did dream that. So I know she don't have to go further. I kind of know what happened. It's almost like God knew she would not want to go that deep. And God gave me the ending to make me put it all together. So I guess nobody has no questions. Thank you for watching. I appreciate whoever came in and showed me some love and supported the channel. So you can support my channel if you want to by hitting the Cash App. It's scrolling across the bottom. I also have in the description box a PayPal, which you can support the channel and give that way. Also, if you wish to contact me, in the description box, I got my email listed, and I also have a text number where you could text me if you needed to literally tell me a specific message or whatever. You can use that text number to text me. And I guess that's it for today. Thank you for busting it up with me. I appreciate your time and energy. Hopefully this helps in some type of way. Hopefully somebody hears it and it jogs something to them, especially if somebody from around there hears it and understood what I said, that the park is a block and a half away from the girls. I think the name of the apartments is the Lake Grove Apartments. I'm gonna add that because I had pictures, but I still ain't figured all this out, how to put this up and all that. So I got pictures of it, and I want to be spending time trying to figure it out. Let me see if somebody's calling me. Oh no. So anyway, so the what was I saying? Oh man, I forgot. So, that the apartments are called, I think, the Lake Grove Apartment. Is that true? Yeah, I think it's called the Lake Grove Apartments. Now, the playground is about a block and a half away from the apartments. Is it? Yes. Okay, so it's around a block and a half away from the apartments. This is for the people that live in the south side of Chicago. So, y'all know these apartments I'm talking about. The playground is a block and a half away from the apartments. Um, the woman lived, let me go back to that because the woman lives 4 blocks away from the park and 3 blocks away from the girls. So somebody that actually knows that area and has seen that, they know exactly the parameter that this woman should be in. They know exactly where this lady is with that information being given. So I hope it helps. I only did this, I meant it to help. So thank you for busting up with me, whoever came through. I appreciate your time and energy. That's it for today. I love y'all. Mwah. Peace.